Before the famous Battle of Kadesh, Egypt had already been fighting a silent enemy, not in the deserts of Sinai, but across the mountains of Anatolia. This is the forgotten rivalry that shaped the ancient world, long before Ramses ever met the Hittites face to face. Egypt and the Hittite Empire were locked in a hidden power struggle long before Kadesh, through trade, diplomacy, spies, and proxy wars across the Middle East. Their rivalry began the moment both civilizations realized they needed the same thing: control of the ancient world's lifeblood, trade. Egypt controlled the Nile. The Hittites controlled the heart of Anatolia. But the wealth of both empires came from one thing: the routes connecting Mesopotamia to the Mediterranean. Egypt wanted it for security. The Hittites wanted it for expansion. And in the middle were rich, powerful city-states like Kadesh, Amuru, Ugarit, Katna, all playing Egypt and the Hittites against each other. This wasn't rivalry. It was geopolitical chess, centuries before the word existed. Long before Ramses II, pharaohs from Egypt's 18th dynasty exchanged letters with Hittite kings. We know this from the Amarna letters, diplomatic tablets dug up in modern-day Egypt. And the letters don't lie. Cities switching sides, kings begging Egypt for soldiers, Hittite kings bribing Egypt's allies, accusations of betrayal, threats of war hidden behind polite language. Then something happened that almost changed history forever. The Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun died young. His widow, an unnamed queen, did something unthinkable. She wrote to the Hittite king Suppiluliuma I saying, "My husband is dead. I have no son. Send me one of yours, and he shall be my king." A Hittite prince, a foreigner on the throne of Egypt. This would have united Egypt and Anatolia into one super empire. Suppiluliuma agreed, but the prince was murdered at the border, likely by Egyptian generals. The rivalry exploded. Egypt had sent a message: "We would rather kill a prince than share power with the Hittites." The next decades were a spiral of escalating aggression. Egypt pushing north, Hittites pushing south, cities changing sides, treaties broken, armies marching in circles. By the time Ramses II rose to power, the rivalry was already a firestorm. Kadesh was just the moment the flames finally burst into the open. Both empires mustered enormous armies, not because of pride, but because control of Syria meant survival. Kadesh wasn't a battle over a city. It was a battle over the future of the ancient world. The battle ended in a stalemate. No one won. Both realized they were bleeding too much. So they did something revolutionary. They created the world's first known written peace treaty, signed by Ramses II and Hattusili III. A treaty that promised no more proxy wars, no more kidnappings, no more betrayals, mutual defense if either empire was attacked. Egypt and the Hittites became allies because they had no choice. Today, most people know the Battle of Kadesh, but very few know the centuries of shadow conflict behind it. Egypt and Anatolia shaped the map of the ancient Middle East, fought for dominance without ever fully conquering each other, and ended up proving one thing: even the greatest empires cannot rule the world alone.